Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about money, silver, the matrix that we are definitely living in, the illusion. I actually just watched The Matrix not too long ago, and I was sitting here thinking about it, and I said, you know what? After what happened yesterday, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So if you guys enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and leave me a comment, because it's good, something good to think about, creative thinking, and I'll tell you guys too why this came up. So yesterday, some of y'all know I put up a video every day of the week now. I'm trying to push to that 10,000 subscribers, and I put up a video yesterday, and it offended some people. So someone introduced me to YouTube Studio a while back, and I use YouTube Studio to monitor my subs, my comments, all the different analytics of every video, and I guess yesterday's video offended some people, and I lost some subs. Why did it offend people? I guess because I made the comment that people essentially bought at 30 bucks an ounce, and now they're can't get past that. They had a mistake and they just can't get past that. First of all, I'll be the first one to say that this right here, this is not money. Yes, we use it as money. So some people will consider it money. It is a debt note. It used to actually say it on here. I'm actually looking to see if it even says it on here. Yeah, right there. So, Federal Reserve note. For anybody that has taken business courses, you know that a note is a debt. Therefore, this is a Federal Reserve debt. You can Google note and you will see that. Usually it's a note of debt. And that this right here, this is real money. But the illusion is this is just a coin. And yes, it's a dollar. Some people will recognize this as a dollar. And they might even say that this is money, but this is money too. But as time goes on, we've gone to stuff like this. So this is just a silver round. It's a piece of silver. And then when you hold the two next to each other, now people will think this is not money. This is money. So really people have lost the perception of what is money. Money is supposed to be a store of essentially your wealth. So you should be able to go to work and you get money, and then it will hold its purchasing power. You don't really see that clearly with debt notes, because these right here have no limit to how many they can print. In fact, if you're a star note collector and you know people at the bank, or you run across a lot of bills, specifically the $100 bill, they have been making more and more $100 bills. Now, the reason I know they're making more and more is we are seeing mass amounts of star notes coming up lately. This is a trend that is just insane to me. And you're seeing a lot more newer 100s. They're crispy. They're brand new. Why do you suppose that is? I have a belief that just we're overprinting. And we've been overprinting for a little while. However, when it comes to silver, you can't overprint this stuff. This illusion that everything is better, the economy's better, the banking sector's better, everything is back to normal, I think is going to come to a screeching halt. Some people will say, no, things are better. You look at the what they say on TV. But, you know, the truth of the matter is you can make any numbers work in your favor. I mean, if I wanted to make up some statistics, I wouldn't even have to make them up. I would just have to shift the numbers around to what I compare. I mean, I could tell you I could beat a 99 people out of a 100-person race. And people would be like, dude, there's no way at your size, weight class, that you could beat 99 other runners, people that run. However, if I got to pick who I'm running against, then yes, I could. I could pick kids, people with a broke leg. I mean, you could pick anything. And so people make it sound like, oh, the dollar's doing better. The dollar's doing better. Who are we comparing the dollar against? When you look at the actual currencies that we're comparing the dollar to, we picked and choose who we wanted to compare it to. We're not comparing it to countries that are starting to move to commodity-based money. Gold, silver, oil, and that's starting to come. In literally next month, we are going to see the BRICS meeting, and it's going to be interesting. For those of you that don't know what BRICS is, it's basically Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. But here's the thing. They got 41 other countries now that want to join them, including, we'll say Mexico first, even though I'm not really super worried about Mexico joining them, except more of a strategic ally. But what I am worried about is Saudi Arabia. Reason being, there's a reason they call this the petrodollar, because it's back to oil. It's back to the oil. If another country wants oil right now, most of the time they've got to pay Saudi Arabia in US dollars. What do you think is going to happen if Saudi Arabia is one of the countries that's backing a brand new currency? I think there's a reason why they just announced that they struck a deal with the debt ceiling to be basically lifted, no restrictions for the next 2 years until 2025. Some people will say, yeah, because then they figure it'll be a whole new administration, or they know some crazy stuff is fixing to happen and they really need to approve some spending. Because here's the thing, hopefully they're spending on gold and silver, but unfortunately they're probably spending on kind of, I don't want to say dumb stuff, but stuff that may not be as high of a priority. This is going to slowly go by the wayside. It's not going to come to an end where this is trash, but it is going to lose the purchasing power, in my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. And you're going to know that this is losing value because this is slowly going up. Same with gold, silver, other commodities, everything we buy. Now, here's the thing. Silver, it's heavily manipulated. So even though this is losing value right now and this ain't going up as much, they're manipulating the numbers. Just like I told you, I could be a championship runner if I controlled who I was running against. Well, here's the thing. With precious metals, they can manipulate it all day, all they want. And they do that using shorts. They do that with the COMEX. Big banks will short tons of paper notes of 5,000 ounces of silver at a time. And there's so many paper notes compared to the real amount of silver. If those paper notes decided, hey, we want our silver, they couldn't do it. Everybody wouldn't get it. That's why I remember the old days, they had the silver certificates or the gold certificates. That's why they had to get rid of that, because they didn't have enough gold or silver when people started laying claim to it. That's why they took us off essentially the gold standard. And then it was just the Fiat standard. And once that happened, we see our purchasing power just slowly getting diluted away. So yesterday when I made that video and I talked about specifically to the people that paid $30 an ounce for their first purchase, I read a lot of the comments, and I feel bad for the people that bought at 30 and then has just been seeing it come down. But the thing I want you to think about is if your dollar cost averaging, like I said in yesterday's video, I believe you will be okay. It does put you a little kickback. It's nice when you buy something and it instantly shoots up in value. But I believe that day is coming. I really am thinking before the month's over, we're going to see a nice little jump back up to $24, $25. Some people say, nah, it looks like it's going to go down. It's summer. I saw a lot of comments. People are spending their money on taking their families on trips, vacations. That's all true. Except, come December, people are spending their money on Christmas. Come January and February, they're spending money paying back their credit card spending. Now they're spending money on vacations. You know, there's always something that people are spending their money on. So don't be surprised to see a big jump back up in silver, a nice little kick up. And when it comes, it's going to be great for those of us that dollar cost averaged. I mean, yeah, we might still have, you know, $28 average. You know, some people might get it down to a $27 average. But the thing is, it will be a whole lot better than a $30 average, and you'll have more silver at that point. Everybody here that has been stacking for any long period of time has gone through this at some point. Some people are just unlucky and they went through it right off when they got in. But you know what? You're lucky in a way. You're lucky because you got in. You have silver. You have physical silver in your possession. At some point, when this stuff just drastically drops in value, you've already got yours. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize in Venezuela, it didn't go bankrupt overnight. It was a kind of slow process. Like I said, you know, 10% inflation, 20% inflation, 50% inflation. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse until literally, you know, I mean, every month they were just dropping. And then you can actually find this stuff on the streets in Venezuela, not U.S. dollars, but Venezuelan Bolivar. So with that being said, understand the difference between real money and fiat money. That's the number one thing I want people to take from tonight's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. We are trying to grow the channel, and you guys are going to make that possible because we're going to keep posting. We're going to do our part and constantly post about different topics. If you got a topic you think I'd enjoy talking about or you'd like to hear about, don't hesitate to leave me a comment, and I do read every comment. I'll put a little note on a piece of paper, and I'll have it ready to do a video on one of these nights. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and y'all have a great Thursday. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.